They have shotguns with beams on there.
It was the scare of the season. I'm Jessica Dupnack, and we talked to an innocent family who found themselves in the crosshairs of the wrong search warrants.
Election fraud charges dropped against a member of Hamtramck City Council. I'm Dave Kinchin. Hear what he has to say as he moves forward next.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
It was supposed to be a quiet family movie night, interrupted by police and guns. Hello, and thanks for joining us for Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Dave Spencer.
And I'm Taryn Asher. A search warrant served to the wrong home in the middle of the night, leaving one Detroit family just terrified. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is live on Detroit's west side to make sense of all of this for us. Jess?
Taryn and Dave, Detroit police are responding to all of this, but I want to set the scene a little bit. Imagine it's movie night. There's a mom, her fiance, some kids, even a 9-month-old little girl is there when they get a bang at the door. And that's when Detroit police apparently bust in with guns drawn. Now, the mom, Brittany Weaver, she picks it up from there. Take a listen.
Doing a search warrant, okay?
For who?
I got you. Just stand by.
Okay, but can y'all get my daughter out of there? And me and my fiance, we were sitting in the living room watching a movie, and then all of a sudden we see lights coming through the window. Then all of a sudden we hear, open the door, open the door. So we get to move it to the back like, what's going on? Then we hear kicking of the door, as you guys can see. And then next thing you know, they kick open the door, and they have shotguns with beams on there. Because I'm like, one false move, we could have got shot. And possibly my children. So I'm like, I'm just complying. They're like, yeah, we had a warrant for this house. We've been watching the house for a long time, this, that, and the third, and the guy we're looking for is very dangerous.
But that guy, the suspect, the dangerous suspect, definitely was not in the home. It was Brittany and her fiance with their kids. Now, she recorded most of the interaction, and by the end of the video, Detroit police quickly realized their suspect was not there, and the tone softened between the family and officers. But nonetheless, they were absolutely terrified. They had just moved in a couple of weeks ago. Now, we reached out to Detroit police. They said in a statement, officers from the 6th Precinct executed a signed search warrant at approximately 10 p.m. last night at a residence located on the 20100 block of Monica for a suspect wanted in connection to a non-fatal shooting. The suspect was registered to that location, and the family advised officers that they had just moved in. So no one was hurt in all of this. There was some damage, of course, when they busted through the door. Detroit police apparently telling the homeowner or the renters there that they can contact the city of Detroit to file a complaint to get reimbursed for all of that. On top of this terrifying experience, the person they're looking for is still out there. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
I mean, how much damage are we talking about, Jessica? And do they have any interest in suing? Because they certainly do have a civil case.
Yeah, I think when we grabbed them, they were in the middle of the night. Things were just kind of fresh for them, so they definitely want to get the door and stuff repaired. It does appear that the door was damaged. They complied right away, so there was really no other damage to the home. And as far as the lawsuit, Taryn, it's possible. We've seen it happen before.
Yeah, we sure have. All right, we'll have to see what happens next. Thanks so much, Jess.
Some developing news now. Fox 2 has learned that Grand Blanc Township Fire Chief Jamie Gent has been placed on leave. According to an email sent out to the fire department staff today, Deputy Fire Chief Kent Miracle is serving as interim chief effective immediately. We are now working to learn more about the reasons behind placing Chief Gent on leave. Stay with Fox 2 as we continue to follow this story.
A Hamtramck City official is declaring victory tonight after several election fraud charges against him were dropped.
We're talking about Matsun Sadman. He says he was the victim of a scheme to defame his character when he was accused of numerous election crimes. He spoke to Fox 2's Dave Kinchin, who joins us live. Dave, what did he have to say?
Well, I'll tell you, Councilman Sadman says he's absolutely really thrilled to have justice served now that these charges have been thrown out. We did talk with him by phone. Let's go to video. The video really illustrates what's been going on, including appearances in court. Now, it's one of the many legal cases placing Hamtramck city government in peril. Councilman Sadman was accused of helping 2 unqualified electors vote in the 2023 election, as well as forging an absentee ballot. Now, the accusation accusation was made by now fired city manager Max Garbarino, who filed his own lawsuit against city council members, all city council members, after they suspended him for other actions he took on city matters. Now, Judge Alexis Crott handled Sadman's case and dismissed the charges because two of the key witnesses did not appear despite being subpoenaed. The councilman says he's thankful he can now move forward.
I feel positive. Justice been served, as I am saying from day one, all the charges was being like fake and false against me. There was totally false allegations, and it was only done to ruin my name, and it was a totally political motivated case to defame my name and my career.
Now, there is a charge that is sticking, at least for now. The councilman was also charged with making a false statement on an absentee ballot. That's a misdemeanor, so that hasn't been dropped, or at least not yet. Again, some of this still wheels in motion. In any event, it is some resolution to a series of legal quagmires facing Hamtramck city government. We've been covering Hamtramck for more than a year with charges filed relating to people not living where they say they live, including the entire city council being sued by the city manager for actions that he took with their former police chief. The FBI has been investigating Hamtramck City Hall as well. So we're by no means through all of this, but tonight on The Edge, we ask Councilman Sadman about why all this is happening and who he says is basically responsible. That'll be on The Edge. For now, reporting live, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
To do a lot of housekeeping in Hamtramck at the moment here, Dave. Did Sadman say if he was going to do any other action, or is he just moving on from this with a clean slate?
Really moving on from this is his goal. He has 2 years left on council, so he's not he's not up for re-election. There are 3 seats, and of course the mayor's seat that's up for the November election next month. And a lot of residents say they've been hoping for some change just in terms of voters putting in some new people there, but they still have a lot to sort through.
Certainly do. Dave Kinchin, we know you will stay on top of it. Thank you for that live report.
Detroit police are responding tonight to a viral video showing a man bleeding and visibly shaken after an encounter with officers. It happened last Monday afternoon near 7 Mile and Hubble. Police say they tried to pull over a car after learning the owner had felony warrants. They say the driver first claimed he didn't know what was happening and didn't have any ID, and then took off running. Officers chased him down and used a taser, which they say struck his eyebrow as he turned while climbing a fence.
I understand when you see somebody bleeding, automatically you think something is wrong, and something has gone wrong. We understand the policing is sometimes, especially when using force, doesn't look well. But these officers did things the right way. They were courteous, they were professional, they gave him a chance to do the right thing. He took it upon himself to do the wrong thing.
Police say the man did get medical treatment after he was tased, but he claims he's now lost vision in one eye. The incident is still under investigation, and for now, the officers involved remain on duty.
It's been 1 week since a suspected drunk driver plowed into a home in Centerline, injuring a 9-year-old girl, and now 3 people may end up being sued over this. The driver, the bar that allegedly served him, and the owner of the car. 9-year-old Layla was sleeping last Monday when the car drove into the house, throwing her from her bed into the yard, leaving her with injuries to her spine, her sternum, and ribs. The driver, 20-year-old Karis Wade, has already been criminally charged, but those charges could be upgraded if a toxicology report comes back showing she was intoxicated at the time. Meanwhile, when it comes to the civil case against the driver, the family's lawyer is also waiting those test results.
Not only would the driver who caused the accident be responsible, but also the owner would be vicariously liable for the negligent acts of the person that allowed her to drive.
Prosecutors say Wade took off from the scene before being arrested. As for Layla, she's out of the hospital and has a ways to go with her physical therapy.
For a second time, a judge has dismissed charges against a man accused of shooting a teen with autism, citing a lack of evidence. Claude Wusick was shot in Detroit back in April after his Uber driver dropped him off at the wrong location. When he took the stand in May, we're told he wasn't very clear on what happened, so the case against the suspect, Robert Pugh, was thrown out. This time around, a woman testified about seeing Wusick and Pugh, who appeared to be holding something black. But she couldn't tell if it was a gun, she said, and the judge had some things to say to the prosecuting attorney.
You got to show it. You got to give me some evidence that said this man fired that weapon that he allegedly had at Mr. Wusick. And that, something. I don't have anything close to that. You haven't connected the two. We have.
And because of that, the judge ended up dismissing the case without prejudice, meaning charges can be refiled at a later date if prosecutors are able to produce more evidence.
Well, it certainly was a nice day. Clear skies, lots of sun, but, you know, as it goes, changes are in store tomorrow, maybe.
A little this, a little that. Weather Authority Virtual Newman keeping an eye on the skies for us tonight.
Tara and Dave, we're going to see rain chances increase late tonight, and I'll show you why. Our next storm system is already in the western Great Lakes. There is rain getting closer to Chicago, Milwaukee, and Green Bay, and some of that action is going to arrive here before we get to sunrise Tuesday. How about all that sunshine leading to daytime highs in the lower 60s for us? Kalamazoo. There's Chicago at 66. Right now it is cooling off. 54 here, 41 up in Port Huron, 50 Lansing, 49 Grand Rapids. Great shot downtown. Beautiful weather today for all the fans heading downtown for the Monday Night Football game. For the rest of tonight, clouds will thicken after midnight, and then some showers will arrive 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And that leads to some more shower chances Tuesday and Wednesday with cooler numbers as well. The weekend ahead is looking pretty nice, Dave. We'll show you that 7-day coming up in 15.
All right, thank you, Rich. Having tech troubles today? You weren't the only one. A massive outage at Amazon Web Services knocked out everything from shopping sites to smart devices. How widespread was it, and what's back online? We'll break it all down next.